Hey everybody, it's Tomebinder and welcome back to part 5 of Valley. In this episode I'm going to be going for the plane ending. And there are several pieces that seem to be needed in order to activate the plane that could allow me to fly out of the valley. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up with a time loop, just like the previous ending, the antenna ending, which I accomplished in part 4, but I still want to go the completionist route and try and get this plane ending because it's the only other ending that I really have any idea of how to achieve, so I think we're going to have to map this out in a way that makes the most sense. But the problem is we have to go to the left side of the map and the right side of the map. And the plane is in the top left, so it's really unfortunate. We aren't going to be able to loop around like we were at the antenna. So this will actually be a somewhat more of a challenge in comparison with the antenna ending. So we're going to see how well I can achieve this, folks. I'm thinking the best way to go is going to be to go right first, because the left side of the map for some reason is generally safer from the mercenaries, who pose, I would say, the single greatest threat to the player. There's obviously other threats, but yeah, the left side is where we'll go second. But first we'll head right, and our first objective is going to be to pick up some plane parts, and then some tools from the facility, and then I think we need to pick up that decoy module, and we'll see if that's all we need to get this plane up and running. If it's not, then this will all have been for nothing, but we'll see what we can do. We'll also look around for any other parts, but our first objective, plane parts. Let's get in the cutscene, let's move. So we want to head off in this direction. And now we can take a little more time to appreciate the craftsmanship that's been put into the map of Valley, rather than trying to rush around for an ending, because now we have a little bit, I'd say we're a little bit more comfortable with the world of Valley at this point. I was getting extremely stressed in some of the earlier episodes, but I think now I have more of a handle on things. So we're going to head this way. Yeah, so there's the plane parts in here. I'm going to gather them. Yep, there we go. And that's all we have to do there. Next up, we're going to go into the facility. But actually, before we can do that, we need to get some guns. And I think we'll go to the pond for the guns. We need these guns in order to destroy the defenses around the facility. Otherwise, we'll get shot to death by them. But it shouldn't be too big of a delay, so just gonna head this direction. And obviously, once again, I've had to turn down my water settings for performance reasons. Oh well, coach gun, considered probably one of the worst drops to get, but it's okay. I'm not upset. Let's get this. Yeah, this might be a little better to have than the coach gun. Oh, unfortunately, it seems like it uses the same ammo as the S4. I'm not sure though. But now we're a little bit better equipped to take out these turrets that are around the facility. And I'm also pretty sure that I won't end up dying by my own blunder this time, because in the past I've died from pressing C. However, that has been patched out by Scootal. You don't die anymore when you press C. I assume you just the screen goes black. So that's cool. We have now disabled that turret, and we're going to head into the main facility, avoiding this turret, and recover the tools. We probably will need to do something else. I don't think we'd be so lucky that we only have to get 3 things to achieve the plane ending, but you never know. You never do know. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna grab. Whoa! What was that? Why did I get damaged there? Oh, it's that! Okay, it's the turret. The turret got me. I forgot about the turret. Okay, we'll try that again. Alright, so we were on the right track there. We gotta try it again, though. Actually, let me test to make sure the C thing works. Oh, it does. So you can go into third person now, but Scootal strongly recommends you to not press C. And I second that recommendation. I will not be pressing C, as long as I can help it. We're gonna head this way, towards the old crash site. Then after that, back to the pond, basically the same path we took the first time around. Except this time we have to take out that one turret that's inside the facility. That was a silly mistake on my part. It's been a couple of days since I was in the world of Valley, so I have to reacquaint myself, but there's a lot of things I do remember. So I'm just trying to think where else there might be possible components. I think the only other place where there really could be a component for the plane ending would be inside Medusa's castle, because that's the only part that I really have not explored very much. So we'll see. If this doesn't work, if these 3 parts aren't all we need, I'll head into the Medusa castle, because actually it seems like a fairly good place to go, too, because it'll protect you from the mercenaries, for one. Actually, that's the only reason why it's a good place. It has a bunch of different strange creatures in it, so it's not really good in any other sense, to be honest. But it does protect you from the mercenary, which is all I ask for. I also got confirmation from Scootal that that strange new monster around the tower, I got lucky with him. He chose to be non-hostile then, but normally he will hunt the player. Thankfully, though, for this ending, I don't think I need to go to the watchtower, which is where he was hanging out last time. We will avoid his operation. Let's make sure I have the volume balanced here. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty balanced. Let's do it like that. That's probably a bit better. Alright. Now we have to make sure to take out this turret. But once we do that, we can just get the tools from in here and continue. It would be really nice if we were able to get all 3 components and then just head back to the plane before nightfall. But I don't think that's going to happen, but we can hope, right? That would be a speedrun strategy right there. I don't know what I should take. I guess I'll take this. Okay, gotta make sure I don't die to that. I'll grab the AP7 instead. I don't think I have any reason to be in here, actually. Let's ignore this room on this run. We're heading in here because there are tools to the right. And I think that's all we really need to... Whoa. Sorry about that. But then, let's grab these tools and then leave. See if we can... See how much we can get in one day. That's all we need at the facility as far as I know. So now we're going to head to the place with the decoy thingamabob, which is basically on the other side of the map, but thankfully we still have a fair amount of daylight, so we could probably double back and see what we can see over at the plane afterwards. We have the plane parts and the tools now. We're going for the decoy module next. I do not want to encounter any sort of danger from the mercenaries or the monsters, though, because... because I have 137 health, and that is not enough for any sort of combat situation whatsoever. Yeah, this positioning for the decoy module is going to be very inconvenient for this run. Oh, there's the hunting guy, by the way. Let's avoid him. So I guess he just spawns at random locations. But I don't think... He's not watching me, is he? No. I really hope he doesn't have audio cues, because I don't want to have to learn new audio cues. And plus, new audio cues would freak me out, to be honest. I thought I'd been getting a little bit into the swing of things in Valley, but if there's a new set of scary audio cues, it's going to throw me out of whack. Let's try and go a little faster here. I want to get back to the plane. So my guess is that it's going to be... this won't be enough, but we'll see. So you probably need 4 parts, but I just don't know where the 4th part would be for the plane. My only guess is in the Medusa's castle. We'll see. We'll try leaving to the plane now, but I'm guessing that the parts, tools, and decoy module won't be enough. So we'll probably end up dying during the night if that's not the case, but... I grabbed it? Okay. I mean, from the name of it, decoy module, it sounds like it could be used to, like, trick the monsters almost, but or even the mercenaries. I'm not really sure. That's a feature I would like it to have. That would have a good market amongst the Valley player base, I think. But I also feel like because it uses the same mechanic as the tools and plane parts, that it's probably connected to the same ending. That's just going to be my hope and assumption. There wouldn't be anything in that cabin, because that's a newer thing. I haven't been in there yet, actually, but we're not going to waste any time. We're not going to really be doing a lot of exploring unless it's, relevant to this run. But yeah, I'm 90% sure that I'm not going to be able to leave with just these 3 things. Scootal wouldn't be that nice. Surely he would not. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably head to the Medusa's castle to survive. But let's try it. Yep, I was correct. Well, I do not know where the final piece would be, unfortunately. That is tough luck. Okay, well, we're going to head into the Medusa's castle now. It's fine. I said I was planning for this. I guess the objective for this episode is going to be to find the final piece, I guess. And venture into this castle, which I seem to sort of understand a little bit better now. You just don't want to look at many things around here. You don't want to look at the statues or like blood or the monster or something. There's a lot of things you want to avoid looking at. There's not a lot you're allowed to look at, unfortunately. It would be nice if there was medical supplies in this castle, but I'm guessing there are not. Okay, so you want to avoid looking at these guys, and then avoid looking at the monster, but okay. I touched the blood, unfortunately. Oh, okay, and I died to it. Well, okay. I am a noob at the Medusa's castle. That's what we can take away from this. Okay, so I've been reminded of a very important fact. At the beginning of part 4, I was going for the antenna ending, and I siphoned fuel from an area out by the antenna, which means that fuel is the final part, and I'm trying to think how that factors in. I think what I want to do is start with the fuel and loop around. I can do a sort of loop, sort of like with the antenna ending. I'll loop around from the right to the left. Alright, but now that I know all the components, I am excited for the prospect of achieving this ending. Screwtail has told me there are a total of, I think, it would total 5 endings, including the truth ending, and I've gotten 2 of them, and this would be my 3rd if I can achieve it. But I have no idea what the others will be, so we're going to try to go for this plan and see if it works out. Yeah, so this run is definitely more difficult. It's not a straight line, unfortunately, like the perimeter one was with the antenna. However, it's actually, I think, faster because we have to do a lot less in the facilities. So, if you're ready, we'll begin now. Alright, come on. Let's make sure the audio is good. Alright, it's good. Starting immediately out by going towards the antenna, because somewhere over here is where the fuel is. I had completely forgotten about it, and I had to jog my memory. But, yeah. I would have gone for a very long time without finding the fuel otherwise, and completing the plane ending, so I'm glad that I remembered that. Just heading off in this direction. I really do wonder if there's something in here. I don't think there would be, but I'd like to check that out sometime. But the fuel, yes, is over in this direction. I'm going to grab that. I want to gather the fuel and get that gun. Great, now we're already set with the gun, so we don't have to stop over by the pond, and we can head immediately in this direction, going first for the plane crash. Because once we can salvage those parts, we don't have to come back this way again, and we can focus mostly on the far end of the map, which is, of course, required for the plane ending. Crash should be just up ahead? Yes, it is. Alright. Up to now, the endings have seemed to be fairly, transparent in what you have to do, but I'm somewhat dreading the more complex endings, which are going to be the last 2. I think we'll get to that, when we get to that. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. And there should be enough ammunition to destroy the 2 turrets, I'm hoping. I have to be very accurate with this gun in order to make its bullets count. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's get a little bit closer, and we should be all good to go. Alright. We're going to head in now, and we have to make sure to deal with this turret on the left once inside the lobby. And after that, it's just a simple matter of getting to the tools and probably getting a new gun while we're at it. Little lag spike there. My goodness, my goodness! What's with this lag? It's very sudden lag. Alright. It seems to have gone away now, which I'm very grateful for. Alright, let's get rid of that. And now we'll head over here. Only 3 rounds left in this magazine. Let's go for a new gun. There should be one up in the lobby. Okay, so our next task now, we've gotten the fuel and the... Oh, okay, I thought for sure I was going to die there. We've gotten the fuel as well as the tools and the plane parts. We just need one more thing, which is the decoy module, I assume. We're going to stop by the plane on the way there to make sure that the decoy module is needed. Yeah, a little bit of lag here. Screwtail has been putting out regular content updates to Valley, and I assume that's what's been giving it a little more heft in terms of the resources required to manage it. And I just have to triple check now that I've been playing this run for a little while. I have to make sure that I'm recording because, as you know, I missed I missed out on showing you my blind reaction to the antenna ending twice because I recorded it twice, and well, I didn't record it twice. I got it twice and wasn't recording either time. But yeah, we're gonna head up towards the plane now. Wow, we have to pause to make sure that we're streaming, and not streaming but recording, and we are recording, which is great. I'm gonna head up here, roughly 25 shots exactly to use. I want to make sure that the decoy module is needed for this endeavor by checking to see if I can activate the plane now without it. No, right? No. Decoy module is needed. The plane has all the parts it needs. Great. We didn't even need the decoy module. It's ready to fly. Can I fly it? Yes, I can. Wow, that was much easier than I thought. Okay, let's do it. Now, again, I'm thinking time loop here. I begin to take off. Yes, what happens then? What happens then? I fly out of the valley. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. And we all live happily ever after, right? No, we end up back in a helicopter or something. Something strikes the back of the plane, causing me to lose control and spiral towards the ground. And I died. Okay, so it must have been the plane crash. Okay. It wasn't a time loop. That's just I was the guy in the plane crash that we got the plane parts from. So it's some weird time conundrum or something. Wow, okay. Well, we achieved the plane crash. It was much less painful than the antenna ending, which I'm grateful for. But we still have 2 endings left to go, everybody. So that'll be the next few episodes of Valley. I'll continue to get the final regular ending, and then, after that, we will push for the legendary truth ending, which no player of Valley has yet achieved. And I know this is a shorter episode than usual, but I don't think there's any need to really draw it out, because I have achieved my main goal for the episode, which is to get the airplane ending and cross that off my list. After this, we're going to go for whatever mysterious 4th ending there is, and after that, the truth ending. So once again, thank you everybody for watching my videos. If you want to support me, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, or you can follow my Steam Workshop, which is always linked in the description of my content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.